Well, it was a hot, humid week in August when I packed my bags and left Vermont and boarded a ferry from Cape May to Lewis, Delaware, a community that was founded by the Dutch in 1631. Yes, filled with lots of history, but I didn't do much sightseeing at all. Rather, I made a vow to myself and to my husband that I was just going to spend some time on the beach. Time just to pray and be in the moment. Kathleen Norris, an author, calls these monk moments, these moments of awe that enter into your life when you least expect it. So I didn't pack any work. I didn't pack a pad to make a list of things to do, or I didn't even hop on the internet and check my phone for voicemails and Facebook messages. I decided to be in the moment. And lo and behold, when I got to watch the dolphins play. Many times we're not in the moment. Many times we miss the dolphins playing. I noticed that when we were heading out on the ferry that there was a young family with 2 little children, and they had their heads just focused on whatever was on their iPad playing, and they missed the beauty of the sun all around them, the seagulls flying around, the waves lapping at the boat. There's danger being addicted to busyness. That danger is then we are not alone with our thoughts and our feelings, and maybe we don't want to be. My time at the beach brought to mind all those years I wasted not living. In my 20s and 30s, I never went to the beach with my friends because I was insecure how I looked in a bathing suit. And this time alone brought that back to me, and I regretted the time that I've missed. Well, with only so much sun that I could handle, we spent some time exploring some old churches, like Cool Spring Presbyterian Church, a small congregation but doing wonderful things and wonderful ministries. Reminds me that you don't need to have a large congregation and be mighty and powerful in order to do God's work. And on the property was this bell across the street from the cornfield. It was such a beautiful setting, and yes, I just had to ring the bell. As we made our way back to Vermont, we drove through Maryland, Y Mills, Maryland, and we came across Old Y Church, an Episcopalian church founded in the early 1700s. And just as we were walking around, the cleaning crew came in to wash the sanctuary, and so I got to peek inside at the old pews, and it was just so beautiful. I would have to say that this would be my dream church in which to be a pastor of if ever I was to go back to serving a congregation. It was just amazing. But again, those monk moments were all around me. And as I walked the property, I noticed this beautiful bridge that was built that was going over a stream connecting the church cemetery to the back field. And the plaque just made me stop for a moment. And as I listened to the birds all around, and I realized that life is short, and how am I treating other people? Across the bridge, I came into the field that was once filled with beautiful wildflowers. I caught the tail end of them. I'm sure this field was beautiful just a few weeks ago with many more vibrant flowers blooming. But it was peaceful. One of my monk moments, the joy of being fully present on this time during vacation, was discovering this Celtic Cross. made from the wood of an old oak that fell, it reminded me that with God there is always new life. There's always redemption. And so, my friends, I'll be back in Vermont next week. Until then, I thank you for joining me a little bit on my vacation. And I invite you to practice the spiritual discipline of slowing down and experiencing more of those monk moments. God bless.